Hi there, I'm Sam Tucker, and I'm one of the few people on the planet who have tried both iOS and Android and BlackBerry. And after trying all three, I've discovered their strengths and their weaknesses. And so today, I welcome you to why Android is simply better. Starting with sideloading. Now yes, while Apple technically has allowed alternate app stores on the iPhone, you have to be in the EU to access them. And the choices of alternative app stores is currently 1. Plus, with the crazy rules and fees Apple has put in place for developers to offer third-party app stores and sideloading, such as requiring them to have $1 million, you're not going to see something like F-Droid anytime soon, which is on Android. F-Droid, by the way, is a marketplace for open source apps. Some of my favourites are AntennaPod for podcasts, Pulse Music for music, I'm an MP3 man, and Climber for weather. And the reason I like downloading open source apps for these smaller tasks is because they're usually free to use, don't have any ads clogging them up, and it's less likely that they're spying on you. Not impossible, but less likely. You know, with some of the bigger apps, I'm not too worried about downloading them because, well, at least I know who's stealing my data.
Whoa.
But with the little things like, I don't know, a free calculator or Torch app or something that they have in the Apple and Google Play stores, well, who knows how many Putins are spying on you with those. Oh, good. I now know Sam's favorite shampoo. It would be a shame if this information was made public. Speaking of privacy, would you believe that Android can actually be more private than iPhone? First off, because of sideloading, you can actually install apps from the internet without creating an account with all of your real information. Plus, with apps like NetGuard, you can block other apps, those dodgy calculator ones, from accessing the internet. Oh no, I've been thwarted. Heck, because the whole operating system is open source, if you really wanted to, you could even install whole versions of Android onto your phone, with all the Google stuff taken out. Suck on that, Sundar. I mean, could you imagine an iPhone without any Apple on it? Impossible. And so on iPhone, you're stuck with Siri. Your phone data can be given to the feds, and your Bluetooth is used to track other people's AirTags. Then again, on the other hand, who gives a shit about that? Alright, good point. But with Android, at least there's also variety. See, the iPhone only comes in iPhone Big and iPhone Bigger, and you can choose whether you want the expensive model or the other expensive model. But with Android, there's options like, say you want a good small phone, well, you're out of luck. But if you want a good phone with a keyboard, then forget about it. And if you want the classic headphone jack back, then look somewhere else. Guys, I thought Android was meant to have options. Well, it does. But I'll admit it's only the options that are popular right now. Such as, do you want a folding phone? Well, you flip-flop and got it. Whereas I doubt Apple would ever have a folding phone because it would eat into their iPad sales.
This is the iPad Pro.
You want a phone with styluses? Well, Android says you're in luck, while Apple says you're in yuck. And if you do want those quirky features like headphone jacks and SD cards, well, you can get them, but probably on slightly not as good phones. But hey, at least you have the option. I mean, if you use an iPhone in America, you're not even allowed to have a SIM card anymore. But fair is fair, Apple do need that place for nothing. Oh, it's just plastic. Interesting. Oh, and the most important part why Android is better was pointed out by Jerry Rig Everything. How when you tap in a word, that's where the cursor goes. Why can't Apple make that happen? Plus, with software options like menu buttons, customizable shortcuts on the lock screen, and different launchers, you can make your phone work the way that you want it to. And not the way you want it. Oh, it can get ugly.
Oh, sorry.
And that is why Android is simply better than iOS. Because while Android says freedom, the I in iPhone is just a little I inside of Tim. And you gotta like whatever he shits out. And even if those turds don't stink, I guarantee you they'll still be expensive crap.
Subscribe today.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. And if you want to see an episode of why iOS is simply better, then let me know in the comments below. And if anyone wants to see why BlackBerry is simply better, well, let me know too. We all secretly know that BlackBerry's better. Look what it can do. Oh, hey, oh,